Chore, the presidential spokesperson, Tigray president spokesperson, member of Tigray's Central Executive Committee, just an hour ago said that in 3 places of Tigray, Ethiopian federal forces and Amhara forces are trying to engage Tigray Defense Force. Which are the 3 areas where fighting is happening between Tigray forces and Ethiopian government forces supported by Amhara regional forces? Firstly, what did he say? We'll have a look at his statement in detail. Then we'll have a look at these areas one by one. He did not name any areas. He just said 3 areas. But what I have learned from the ground, I'll try to brief you about the 3 areas about which Choreda is talking. He said, in 3 areas, Ethiopian government forces and Amhara forces are trying to stop Tigray forces from taking defensive positions in Tigray. Firstly. Secondly, he said the 3 areas are on Tigray Amhara and Tigray Afar border. And lastly, he accused Asmara, he accused Isaias Afwerki of trying to ruin Tigray's overtures for peace. That Eritrean forces are also involved. He is implying that. Now, which are the 3 areas which Getachew is talking about? Firstly, Alamata viewers. I shared a picture with you from Alamata. Ethiopian government forces, Amhara regional forces, they were trying to enter Alamata. Alamata is seen as part of Tigray by Tigray. Amhara region says it's part of Amhara. It was annexed by Tigray. The first front, according to my information, is Alamata. Ethiopian government-backed news sources say that Ethiopian government forces have entered Alamata. Getachew says that Ethiopian government and Amhara forces are trying to stop Tigray forces from taking defensive position in 3 areas. First area is definitely Alamata. Now, is ENDF in control of Alamata? We cannot say that for sure. Obviously, Tigray forces would like to defend, they would try to defend Alamata. Second front is on Afar Tigray border. I told you about Abala, viewers. Abala is right on Tigray Afar border. It's part of Afar region. Here fighting has been going on. Some artillery strikes have also been conducted on Abala. And from Abala, Afar forces, Afar militias, and Ethiopian government forces, they've been trying to enter Tigray too. There could be presence of Eritrean forces too on this front. Getachew is mentioning Asmara too in his statement. And Eritrean forces, if they are on any front, I think they would be on this front, Abala, where we have heard about fighting in the past 2 to 3 days. Second front. Interestingly, Eastern Tigray's administrator also spoke today, and he said that Eritrean forces had been mobilized towards Tigray. Eastern Tigray shares border with Afar. So second front, according to my information, is this one, Abala, Tigray border. from where Ethiopian government forces, Afar militias, and perhaps Eritrean forces could try to penetrate Tigray. Third front is a bit unclear. Which is the third front, third area where fighting is going on? Well, I have tried to confirm what I have managed to confirm so far is that Sikota has come under the control of ENDF. We have seen reports by some reliable Amhara news sources, that Sikota has been retaken by Amhara forces ENDF. Though so far we have not seen any visual confirmation, no pictures, videos from Sikota. We have seen picture videos from Voldia, from Gashina, from Lalibela, but so far nothing from Sikota. But sources are very reliable. They say that Sikota is under ENDF Amhara control. From Sikota, Amhara forces can move in two directions. There is a main road which links Sikota with Koram. There could be movement of Ethiopian government forces, Amhara regional forces from Sikota in eastern direction towards Koram. Though this road passes through mountains, and it's difficult. It will be difficult to move along this road to capture Koram. Second movement from Sikota could be in northern direction towards Finerva, Chile, Finerva, right on Amhara-Tigray border. We have heard about some fighting near Finerva. Finerva is in Tigray. So the third front could be either this Koram Sikota road, Sikota Koram road. From Sikota, ENDF Amhara forces might be trying to reach Koram, or Sikota, Chile, Sikota, Finerva. From Sikota, Ethiopian government forces, Amhara forces could try to enter Tigray. We'll try to update you. But these are the three fronts where fighting is being reported, confirmed by Gatashorida, that Ethiopian government forces, Amhara forces, they're trying to enter Tigray. He did not confirm that any area in Tigray is under the control of these government forces. But he says that Tigray forces will respond. Tigray forces will do what is required. And he said this attempt is being made to disrupt the complete withdrawal of Tigray forces from Afar and Amhara. It means withdrawal has not completed so far. TDF could be in control of some areas, not in Afar but in Amhara, especially in North Gondar towards Adi Erke. There was presence of TDF in Adi Erke. We don't know about withdrawal of TDF from Adi Erke so far. TDF could be in Adi Erke viewers. So he's saying that TDF wants to completely withdraw from Amhara region and Afar region. But this attempt is being made by Ethiopian government forces, Amhara regional forces, Eritrean forces to disrupt this complete withdrawal. And Tigray forces will now retaliate because Tigray is under attack. 3 places of Tigray are under attack. Now, Ethiopian government has made it clear, as said in previous video today, that they'll continue hitting TPLF members, TDF generals. They say, Ethiopian government says that it will ensure that TPLF is no more a threat to Ethiopia. It does not conduct any attacks. So if you want to ensure that TPLF will not be able to carry out any attacks, it means you will try to weaken their military capabilities. You will try to hit them through drone strikes, air strikes, surgical operations, small scale military operations. So Ethiopian government will continue its military operations on a smaller scale. It will not launch a full-scale invasion of Tigray. Tigray is now left with limited options. TDF will have to surrender or it will have to fight. Fight on its home soil. I think TDF will fight. It won't surrender. It would like to fight on its home soil where it can defend to some extent from drone strikes. It's difficult to defend from drone strikes in Amhara or Afar. So I think TDF would try to fight back in Tigray. What about international community? So far, nothing solid has been announced at the UN. Some analysts say that Tigray forces withdrew because they were given assurance by Kenyatta, President of Kenya, and the US that if Tigray forces withdrew from Amhara Far, siege would be lifted. And now they are backing down on their promise, US and Kenya. My position is very clear. Tigray forces were forced to withdraw due to military setbacks. International community has been calling upon them to withdraw for several months. They did not. They kept on advancing. But the moment they started suffering setbacks, they had to withdraw. This withdrawal was not at the request of Kenya or the US or UN. TDF was forced to withdraw. So that is why international community will not go out of its way to back Tigray. TDF will have to come out of this crisis on its own. TDF, TPLF are on their own. I don't think anyone will come to their rescue. They will keep on fighting on their home soil. Best way to defend is perhaps to fight on home soil. Ethiopian government will try to weaken Tigray Defense Force militarily. Though this is the time to show large-heartedness. That is what I have been saying in previous videos. Abiy Ahmed, Amhara leaders can make a new start for Ethiopia by showing large-heartedness. But so far, no signs of this large-heartedness. Thanks for watching.